Practitioner and was on a boat that was part of the flotilla and joins me live now from Arlington in Virginia. Thank you so much for being with us on the program. As I mentioned, the flotilla is nearing Gaza shores, meaning the threat of Israel attacking them increases by the minute. And there are reports of an Israeli Navy ship being close by. Can you give us some insight on the current state of the flotilla and the type of threat that they're currently under?
Thank you for having me. Yes, so latest reports show that the flotilla is less than 160 nautical miles from Gaza and less than 10 nautical miles from that high-risk zone where we've seen Israelis intercept other flotillas in the past. So our hope, of course, is to reach the shores of Gaza, but the flotilla is prepared for an interception if that is to happen by the Israelis.
There were a handful of countries that took action to support the flotilla. Among them is Italy, but now there are reports that they've taken the decision to abandon the mission. Have they retracted their vessel, and why did they make this decision?
Yes, so I think it's important to talk about the reason why the vessel was sent in the first place, and that is the Italian working class who protested and striked in Italy, forcing the government to take action. The Italian government did send this vessel. I believe their goal was never to fully accompany the flotilla. However, whether the flotilla or whether the Italian vessel stays or leaves, the mission continues. The flotilla will continue to sail. And this shows why the flotilla is sailing in the first place, the inaction of all of our governments, which is forcing regular people to take action on their own.
Right, and we do have live pictures from different boats that are part of the global Samud flotilla. As you mentioned, they're about 160 nautical miles away from Gazan shores. We've heard time and time again, Ream, from activists say that this mission is taking place because of the inaction of governments worldwide, but have emphasized on keeping Gaza in the headlines because that's the story, that's what matters. Remind us of the ultimate mission of the Samud flotilla.
Absolutely. So Gaza is the reason why the flotilla exists in the first place. So the mission is simple. We are witnessing a genocide, and the mission is to nonviolently break the illegal siege that Israel has placed on Gaza, create a humanitarian corridor to allow the passage of humanitarian aid, including food, medication, baby formula, and
Right, as I mentioned, we are looking at live pictures of various boats that are currently en route to Gaza. We have a vision of 4 different boats there that are currently making their way to Gaza shores. These are live pictures of the global Samud flotilla. I want to circle back to the threat that this flotilla is currently under. There has been a robust process that activists have gone through to prepare themselves for that very incident if it does take place. Can you give us some insight on that?
Absolutely. So before even getting on the boat, we have multiple nonviolent trainings because that is part of the mission. It is a nonviolent mission. And once you are on the boat, there are constant trainings on nonviolence, drills to prepare and maintain a calm demeanor during any sort of potential interception.
Okay, Ream Akkeh, thank you so much for joining us here on TRT World and sharing that insight with us. We do hope that this flotilla makes its way safely to Gazan shores. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me.